I got an email from one of my listeners. Maybe it was a viewer. I'm not sure. But we're based in San Diego, California here. And someone from Austin, Texas, sent us an email. We do a segment called Small Caps for People Too.
Yeah.
And the name of the company they introduced me to was rVue. Now, I have to admit, I get a lot of these emails. I don't look at many of them because they don't do anything for me.
Was it rVue?
rVue is the stock symbol. And if you go to rvue.com, you'll see their website. RV Holdings is the name of the company. rVue is the stock symbol. Yeah. Social TV meets digital out of home. So I started doing some research on this thing. It is a really interesting company. So I got David to reach out to the CEO, Mark Pacchini, to join us here on the air today. Mark, welcome to the Big Biz Show. Good to have you along, sir.
Hey, great, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, listen, I want to talk to you. First of all, I looked at this company and started realizing you guys have a proprietary advantage here that I've not seen before. Since you have a TV audience and a radio audience now that hasn't heard your story, do us a favor. Give us like the 50-cent tour of what you guys are all about.
Okay. Well, first, let me start by saying, our technology, what it does is it aggregates and simplifies digital place-based media data, and so it's easier for agencies and companies to plan, buy, traffic, analyze, and invoice the category.
Okay, so first question, I'm going to start getting emails, is what is digital place-based media exactly?
Yeah, that's what everybody asks.
Yeah.
It's those video screens you see in elevators, doctors' offices, taxis, health clubs, airports. You see them popping up all over the place. Gas pumps.
Yeah, I've seen them at the gas.
Oh, so you can sell advertising on those things.
Yeah,
I never even.
That's it.
See, that's why we're in here and he's out there making money.
That's a great.
Okay. So how is that? Are we growing? Is that a growing vertical for you guys in the ad business?
It's a great business, and when you guys think about traditional media, you hear it all the time on your show. Traditional media is losing viewers. Network TV. Here's a little factoid. Network TV ratings have been down 50%. Have gone down 50% in the last 7 to 8 years. Okay.
Okay.
So a lot of those eyeballs have shifted to cable, but for the first time in the last several decades, cable subscribers are down too. So it's all going to, and I shouldn't say those, network TV isn't going away. It's always going to be there.
But is it not going to this OTT, this over the top? I mean, aren't cable companies at some point here very soon, Mark, going to turn into internet companies? And it's really going to be the guys like you, the Rokus of the world, the Apple TVs of the world, the rVues of the world that are providing digital content outside of the scope of cable and satellite. Is that about right?
That's basically it. Companies still need to communicate and connect with their consumers. Brands have to be in front of people these days. And with a lot of this, decline in network TV and even, going to online or going to Netflix, Hulu,
sure,
all of these options, a lot of them don't take advertising. So, you're sitting there as a brand person. You're going, okay, how do I stay in touch?
Yeah, well, there's less and how the hell are we going to advertise? There's less and less places for us to put it where it's effective. All right. First of all, Mark Pacchini is our guest. He's the CEO of rVue. RV as in Victor, UE as in Echo is the stock symbol, and then the same stock symbol, rVue.com. Is the website. rVue. And then, so tell us exactly what you guys do. So now we kind of understand the industry that you're in. Tell us exactly what you guys do.
So we use our technology, downloads all of the network. And in case you don't know, there's about 200 different networks out there that manage the gas station screens, the elevator screens. So it's a vast number of networks.
Wow.
And so it is very complicated to plan and buy that number. Now, I want to be honest. If you're going to buy one network or two networks, don't call us. You call the networks directly.
Sure, exactly.
If you're going to buy multiple networks, you come to us because we can save you time and money because our technology does all the heavy lifting. We make it easier for agencies to navigate.
And that's the key selling proposition. That's the value add for you guys. Is that you can literally plug into those guys and add another arrow to their quiver without adding a single person, right?
That's basically it.
Do you also help find the right group to advertise to? Say I have a yo-yo. Yeah, so I want to, I need 12 to 14-year-old boys or whatever it is, and boom, there they are. They're watching this. They're watching that. They're at this location.
You identify the target market for them?
Yeah, well, we try to bring incremental clients into the category. We don't try to take any business from networks. We try to bring them incremental revenue.
Yeah.
A bunch of us here at rVue spent years in the agency business. So we've got, a deep Rolodex that we're tapping into and making them aware of the category and, selling its benefits. So, yeah, we're out there saying, okay, gas station pumps.
Right.
Who should be on there? Who's their target? Who's their demographic?
Hey, Mark, stay right there for a second. I'm going to keep you longer. First of all, my email's blowing up.
And I wonder if he's in a minority with advertising agencies that did see the writing on the wall that, it's not bus ads.
Yeah.
And
well, he's ahead of, these guys are ahead of the curve, clearly. rVue, rVue is the stock symbol, rVue.com, their website. Mark Pacchini, the CEO, more of him coming after the break. Big Biz Show, bigbizshow.com. One of you, listeners or viewers, actually there was a couple of them, to be honest with you, referred me to a company called rVue. And you must know I get 100 of these emails a month. and I don't look at, I look at a lot of them, but hardly do I ever see one that's actually worthwhile talking about in the air.
Yeah.
This company is interesting. They are in the digital place-based media business. And if you missed what that was, you just go to bigbizshow.com and watch the broadcast again, or the show will replay tonight in, 62 million TV homes. But we've got Mark Pacchini with us. He's the CEO of rVue, talking to us about sort of the change in how advertising is happening. And here, let me give you the gist of this thing. And Mark, you can stop me and correct me here. But basically, cable TV as we know it will probably look a lot like record stores do now in about 5 years. You can't go buy a CD or a record anymore because of companies like iTunes, digital media companies. Well, the same thing is happening for on-air content, specifically on television, because Apple Television, Roku, Hulu, Netflix are going over the top. And actually, it's a category called OTT, whereby people are getting their programming through digital antenna, which is actually clearer than going through cable or satellite, and cheaper. So suddenly, and to Mark's credit, network television is not going anywhere, but it leaves fewer and fewer effective places for people to advertise. Mark, do I have that about right?
You hit it right on the head.
So you guys basically leverage that. Go to, when he says agencies, he's talking about ad agencies, PR agencies, that place advertising for major companies.
Think Mad Men.
Well, yeah, there he is. And Mark's got a scotch right now in front of him, and a martini on the side. But think about this. Your experience in this game has got to come into play when you're doing business because you guys are planning and you're distributing and you're creating and you're identifying a market. Tell us about your background. I understand you were part of the team, or you were heading the team that did the Taco Bell. Did you not, Russ? You did the Taco Bell campaign?
I also understand that you now own that Chihuahua. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
No. Hey, guys, just so you know, that Chihuahua campaign did not work.
It didn't?
What?
I loved it.
It did not.
What happened?
It was entertaining, but it didn't move product.
Oh.
We won the business at Foot Cone.
Yeah.
Because that agency got a lot of awareness, but they didn't sell any product.
That was Foot Cone and Belding at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Foot Cone and Belding.
How impressed are you that I even know that? I mean, there's about 3 guys in the whole world, and me and Mark are 2 of them.
That's right.
So listen. So give us a little bit about your background, the management background.
Okay, so I spent 32 years at Foot Cone. Last job was president of Asia Pacific. Ran our Chicago office, which was the largest office in the network. I worked on accounts like Yum, like Taco Bell and Pizza Hut and KFC. I've worked on S.C. Johnson, Boeing, Beiersdorf, Kraft.
Wow.
The big one.
So you should get into advertising someday, Mark.
Because I was in it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Top of the heap.
You should really consider a career in advertising. And back to our, obviously, the guy running you bet on the jockey and not the horse, and obviously Mark, the CEO here, has a ton of experience. Before I let you out here, and I'd love to have you back because my emails are blowing up here asking about the company, but talk to us about how you guys are doing. I know I don't want to talk about stock price, and I really can't talk about specific numbers, but overall, how's the company doing, and how are you going to fare in the next 5 years?
Yeah, we're optimistic. I wouldn't have joined this company if I didn't think, 1, the category had potential, and 2, that the software, the technology was world class, and I think we've got both of those. It takes time, like any new technology or industry. There's an adoption curve. So you're still seeing, a little bit of resistance from agencies and from clients saying, well, show me some results. What can gas station get for me? Putting my ads in doctors' offices.
Right.
So we're starting to build up case studies. We're starting to show them, that we can move product.
And that's and that's really what it comes down to. His name is Mark Pacchini. The name of the company, rVue, rVue.com. And stock symbol rVue. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it.